Hey, Miss Fisher.
Oh, hey, how are you?
Hey, we're good. How are you?
Great.
Well, we just want to ask you 15 questions. We're from the sidekick.
Oh, I hope I can answer them.
I'm sure you can.
Oh.
Okay, well, what brings you to the CISD building today?
Well, I have a meeting. I'm on the board of trustees. So,
okay.
Come on, you can
let's
walk
go.
with me.
Let's follow you.
Yeah.
What's the coolest part about being on the board of trustees?
I would say the coolest part to me is the kids. I love being able to go to a school and see kids perform or see kids interacting in class or working on their capstone project. And what I love is, see, all these photos here are real Capel kids. We put this up about 5 years ago, and they're real children that are in our district. They're not, you know, fake stock pictures of kids. They're real.
Great.
So come on, we'll walk this way.
Okay. Well, you've had a lot of experience volunteering and working in the education field. What
Yes.
has been your best experience so far?
I would say, as a parent, my favorite experience was getting a little more involved. I don't know my way around here. Was getting involved in schools and understanding what teachers needed, and that was support. And probably one of my most favorite things that I was involved in was, so I founded the Capel Gifted Association about 10 years ago. So that was something I was really excited about, and it's still running, and we have lots of people participating in that, and the summer camp mosaic. So
That's great.
yeah.
So, what inspired you to go into the education field?
Well, I think, you know, I think probably one of the things that I loved about education is I love that I really want kids to have a relevant education. And so as a volunteer throughout school with the STAR testing and TAX testing at the time, I just watched kids play school, do school. They didn't really get involved in school. And so something that I really am excited about is the great things that are going on in our campuses. And we're trying to engage kids and make K-12 relevant to their lives.
Well, that's definitely touching.
Yeah, see this artwork here.
Oh,
these are
that's
actual
nice.
student artwork, and it's all up and down the hall. This one, Land of a Thousand Dances, that's a song that every middle school band student has to learn to play, and of course all the high school kids do. But
Yeah.
anyway, it's
That's
fun.
a good thing.
Yeah.
Okay, well, are we going to the boardroom?
We are going into the boardroom
Okay.
now. I don't know if you know there was a side door, but there's a side door. And this is the dais up here. This is where we sit. And this is set up for a workshop. When we have a board workshop, that's more of an informal meeting, where we sit around the table and we're able to talk and not really worry about things like, you know, official procedures and things, except for we follow our agenda, of course. And this is our new microphone system. It turns on automatically so that we don't accidentally forget to turn it on when we want to say something, and then it's not filmed, which is frustrating to somebody who's trying to listen back to it later. So
That's a good
anyway,
renovation.
yeah. So
Okay, well, what's the funniest thing that's ever happened in a board meeting?
probably the funniest thing. It really wasn't a funny thing, but it was kind of fun. It was creative. It was a creative way. We have a section in our school board meeting. It's called Open Forum, and every school district does it in the whole state of Texas anyway. There was a guy, my very first formal board meeting, he came to speak in Open Forum, and he got up to the podium behind you there, and he said, he had a violin in his hand, and he started to play it, and he couldn't play the violin. It sounded terrible. And he said, do you hear this? This is the way our kids sound because we don't have an orchestra program in Capel. And it was just so creative the way he did that. It really sent a message to all of us. We heard him.
That's really impactful.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you just keep doing your work. We'll
Okay.
just follow you.
Well, I'm going to go in here and check my mail.
Oh, some real mail?
Yeah, we get mail, real regular mail, but I hope people don't watch this and start sending me mail because I really don't need more mail.
Disclaimer.
Yeah,
mail.
exactly. Disclaimer, no mail. So, and we also, they set up our food and stuff in here for a board meeting when we have a board meeting. We get fed. We don't get paid, we get fed. That's a good thing.
That's a good reward.
Yeah.
So, prom is coming up this month, and do you have any advice for girls going to prom?
Ooh, oh, well, you know what? I had two younger sisters, and I will tell you, we all wore the same dress. Each of us got to wear that same dress several times. So I would advise any young lady that has younger sisters, they would really appreciate it if you could somehow ruin the dress so they didn't have to wear it. They could get something different.
I guess that's useful.
It's probably not good advice.
It's okay.
Sorry, moms.
So, who was your favorite teacher when you were a kid?
My favorite teacher was probably, in 5th grade I had Mr. Belvin as my teacher, and I went to elementary school in San Antonio, and Mr. Belvin, I found out years later, Kirk Richardson, who teaches calculus at the high school, that was his grandfather.
That's
So
so cool.
everybody knows what a great teacher Kirk Richardson
Yeah,
is. So
definitely.
his grandfather was a great teacher too.
It passes in the family.
Definitely. Although Mr. Belvin was quite a bit shorter.
Oh,
Yes.
okay,
Yes.
yeah, he's pretty tall.
He is tall.
Okay, well, what's something weird or unique about Capel?
The thing that I think is pretty unique, and I hope I get this story right, in Grapevine Springs Park, it was surprising to me that Sam Houston, one of the fathers of our state, way back in the day, tried to sign the first Native American treaty there, and he came all this way, and then he was called away when he got to Grapevine Springs Park. From what I remember about the story, and I may have this wrong, I think his wife was pregnant and he had to get back to see the birth or whatever. And so then he came back to North Texas and actually signed the treaty at Six Flags.
Oh, well, thanks for that story. That was cool.
Yeah, I hope Pete Wilson isn't mad at me because I butchered that or anything. So, hey, this is...
I'm glad you stopped by, Ms.
Oh,
Fisher.
Superintendent.
We're
This is
the sidekick.
Superintendent's secretary. Yeah. Hi.
Good to see you. I have a question. I wanted to see if you can name the principals of Capel ISD in less than 30 seconds.
Okay, well, I'm going to time you.
Oh
Ready,
my gosh.
set, go.
Mickelson, Castrunas, Arterberry, Hilton, Flynn, Applegate, Hall, Edwards, hope somebody's counting, Penny, I think that's 10. And then we have Zaire, and we have Springer, Frozy.
10 seconds left.
Vern Eden is now our principal right now at Wilson Elementary. We have Hasso, Johnson, and Baddock.
You got it. Good job. Yay.
Yay.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kay.
Okay.
All right, we're going to go this way. All right. Good to see you.
Same here.
So, what are your best and worst memories from school?
Okay, my best memory from school was, well, you know what? I really loved school. I did pretty well in school. Let me just talk about my worst memory in school.
Okay.
My worst memory in school was 4th grade, Mrs. Laverne, and she made me sit in the hallway. I was always in the hallway because I talked too much. So I did well in school, I did my work, and then
Yeah.
I had extra time, and so I kind of got in trouble. So anyway, so
That's
that was
okay.
probably
We've
my
all been
worst.
there. Don't Are you okay?
I need to watch where I'm going. So I'm turning around now.
Okay, well, what's your favorite quote or something that inspires you?
Favorite quote? I have so many favorite quotes. Probably the one that inspires me the most right now is Alvin Toffler, and he said that the illiterate in the future will not be those that cannot read and write, but those who cannot learn, unlearn, and relearn.
Well, that's inspirational.
Yeah,
Thanks for
to me
that.
it is too.
Okay, so what languages do you know?
Oh gosh, my dad was in the military. We lived in three different places overseas.
So you
We
must
lived-
know a lot.
Oh yeah, I took languages for 3 years. I even took a little language in college, but I took 1 year of German, 1 year of Spanish, and 1 year of French. So I can count to 10 in all these languages. So I guess I really don't know a language very well.
It's okay.
Yeah, I need to learn a language, but anyway.
Okay, well, what's your secret talent?
Secret talent. You know, I loved oil paint, and so every Wednesday I go to Arlington to an art teacher, and she helps me, and that's where I paint, is in my art class. So
That's cool.
I enjoy that a lot.
What's your spirit animal?
My spirit animal. Okay, you're gonna, a salmon.
Wow, I've never heard of that before.
Well, my name's Fisher. No, that's not one. When I was in 6th grade, we studied four different animals. We studied seagulls, we studied chimpanzees, salmon, and then some other creature, and I don't remember that one, but the salmon really spoke to me. They were very laser focused on getting home.
Just like you.
Well, I'm focused on education being relevant for kids.
Okay.
So.
Well, that's great. Okay, what song do you jam to?
Recently I've been jamming to Grenade.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds a little
Bruno
violent.
Mars, yeah. Well, I'd catch a grenade for you.
Oh, okay, that's
It's a
nice.
little different. Yeah.
Okay, last question. What would you do if you could be invisible for a day?
If I could be invisible for a day, I think I would it'd probably be something like follow one of our state legislators around just to see what their life is really like and what they find out behind the scenes and who writes their paycheck and that kind of thing.
Yeah,
So-
well, we can see that you're definitely passionate.
Yes.
Okay, well, we're gonna get going now. You can go work.
Okay.
I'll leave you alone.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Fisher.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. Great to see you
You
guys.
too. Oh, Ms. Fisher, look.
Oh, yes. Everyone should read The Sidekick.